game.
Yeah, for sure. Oh well, they're making an attempt here onto Chuan in the mid lane. It's a heavy commitment, and they will end up picking up the first blood on Horde there. I don't think In Your Dreams TP was fast enough to actually get the return XP either, so...
So, some nice min-max coming out, but it does leave Dreamer Cell solo.
Tough lane. Got a TP coming through. Just able to dodge out the false promise there from the Oracle.
Now they're
trying
rapid.
to stop his TP.
Follows here, they just want to try and find the Earth Spirit instead of the Monkey King. It flies the route as well from the Oracle. Looks like Zarain, he'll be able to make it away. So they get the Earth Spirit, and once again, Dreamer Cell, they're actually fine up here. With the crit coming out, Zarain's in trouble. He's just going to have to try and turn a man fight. Finds the Jingu stacks with the Fire Blast and the attack speed reduction. Thanks to the Fade Bolt, I should say, attack damage reduction. And Dreamer Cell is on a killing spree so far. This top lane for the Monkey hasn't been as impactful as what they were hoping. At least they get a return kill though. Hor and Skill Lake coming back from the grave.
And I'm sure someone was looking at the mana pools on the Dire Heroes because they had no way to try and contest against that. Those mana resources away from the Dire team. And now they're even attempting to kill here onto Dreamer Cell. They're going to go in, pop the Sonic Wave probably, yep, secure the kill, get immediately out.
A great kill. You see how aggressive Hor was blinking there just to enable the Earth Spirit to find the vision. If Earth Spirit goes, more than likely he's going to miss that roll. But if you got the jump in from the Queen of Pain, they were well aware that he backed off and was going to use the dagger to find that CS. And meanwhile, mid as well, Qian with the help of Apollo is going to dive in. So Apollo will get the kill, unfortunately, for the Storm Spirit, but at least they're able to hit back and give Storm.
Couldn't have asked for a much better neutral item there with the Possessed Mask on the PA, so he's just going to be able to stay in the jungle for a lot of this time. He's never really going to contribute all that much to a team fight. You know, maybe some cleanup like he's attempting here with the Stifling Dagger to slow him down inside the Sandstorm, but it's still pretty early to try and make any sort of commitment with that Blink Strike.
Fight down bot, slowing down here is actually just want to try and jump the Oracle instead, and now they can continue chasing young PH, especially with the rotation coming through from the Rubik, that extra support. But after it's in trouble, you just see, man, this nuke potential for the Ursa if it gets on top of you is already level 9, so the Fury Swipes is maxed out, and now even the Quap wants to jump on forward as well. Apollo, the protection and the fused raindrops, such a value item. The cast range is pretty lackluster. Don't have the defensive support like Radiant do in the Oracle.
Has to immediately get out. They're still going to end up losing this tier 1 tower. And, well, I think it's nearly to the point as it goes down again. Zorain, a little bit surprising there. That I feel like After Rain might need to take this Ancient Stack himself, as opposed to leaving the potential for the Ursa to finish up his Battle Fury. He's only 400 gold away, and then take it for himself, because PA does not have as good of a timing.
Mid lane, Skill Lake, rolling aggressively under the tower. In Your Dreams in trouble here. Even still as the blink though, nicely done. Is the Scream going to be enough for the Magnetize? Looks like he's alright. He's got that Purifying Flames heal as well to help out.
Yeah, not completely. It's not all grey, but, you know, shades get mixed. In Your Dream, perfect positioning there to be able to break the smoke, so...
Oh, John. The Orchid's going to get revealed here as well. Storm needs a little bit of help, but he's just going to get brought down to start the fight. But now with the counter initiation, instantly finding the Oracle. It's a great prioritization from ZEROTWO. They even get the Queen of Pain as well, with the Blink still on cooldown. So they get a little bit of revenge defending the triangle camp, but they're not done because they know Zorain's stuck up. Dreamer Cell, you actually even joins him on the high ground. Phantom Strike going to be back up and available, and they've got the stun from Poloson. So just the overcommitment. Zorain, unfortunately, hasn't been able to get a foothold in this game with the Monkey King. And that's all.
He's getting closer to his own BKB, starting to build into it. So yeah, this brawling style of build, just for me, it doesn't provide the same level of initiation.
Monkey gonna get melted down with the magic damage. You see Qian also might be able to find the Earth Spirit as well. He's gonna be careful, but the Orchid actually got used on an illusion. Now they're gonna be careful because 2 supports, I mean, they've already got the numbers advantage here. They're even gonna be able to try and bring down the Oracle before he gets the ultimate off just in the nick of time. But Lun, use the ultimate on yourself makes you pretty much useless for the rest of the team fight. Now young PH is in trouble here. Yes, you still got the Aegis. Yes, you got the BKB, but the deal with the first life, and now After Rain's gonna charge up the Epi with the Barrow Strike as well. Oh, nice Orchid. Qian still, however, In Your Dream stole the false promise, so Qian, he survives for a little bit longer here, and now young PH is trying to run himself away. They still do end up losing the Storm, but underneath the tower they go. Ursa scurries away.
You could kick a boulder forward, that's fine, because you're still, like, in the fog of war while that's happening.
Radiant are scanning.
Well, Skilly's under the T2 tower. Looks like still rotations coming through. He's got the yours as well. They're going to wrap and cut from the western side, but after rain, yours stepped it up. Zarrain's going to try and drop the ult. Meanwhile, Rubik still does fall, and now with the Orchid after rain, he's in trouble. It's actually in the back. They're trying to bring down the Oracle, but Storm won't be successful with the initial jump. And now Young PH, however, the BKB getting kited. He's stuck in the tree line as well. Rating, can they continue on forward? Dreamcell pops the BKB. They need the vision for the Ursa inside the trees. He gets a TP out, but it looks like the rest of Yangon, they committed a little bit too far. Hawk tries his turns, got the BKB. He needs the blink away, but he doesn't do it fast enough. As Dreamcell with the jump in finds a triple. Yangon Galacticos going too deep there, and ZEROTWO will punish them.
The triple stun squad coming through.
Nice positioning from the Ursa mid lane. They're going to jump those Zarrain. Doesn't get the initial zip damage. He hasn't used too much mana though. PA's still wrapping all the way on the back here. Gonna try and, if he can bring down Lun, that's gonna be a great start. But Dreamcell is very far away from the rest of the team. But down with the Burrow Strike, they just burst through the Oracle. The Monkey King's in trouble as well. With that Observe Ward freshly placed from ZEROTWO, the vision enabling the pickoffs there. And Dreamcell is beyond godlike. This Phantom Assassin. One lucky bash on Hor, and that might be it. He does have to be careful though. Did they just get vision with that Radiant Observe Ward? They're gonna try and jump, however the Ogre just gets melted by the Ursa, but it looks like still now PA away from the team. They're coming over, but Storm's a far distance away too. Man, he does not care right now. With the streak that he has, you kind of got to be worried. And actually, who do they jump? Monkey King. Oh, the tree's going to get broken down with the back. Quick telekinesis now after him with counter initiation. They're going to melt down too. Qian gets lucky with the help from the Sand King. Beautiful placement there from after rain. They want more blood as well. Lun is going to get caught out. They even find the Queen of Pain as well. They just want to turn their attention to Quap instead. They know that's a much more important target. But a quick BKB keeps the life of Hor. You've got BKB onto your cores. Sand King's got a yours. Sand King's even got a BKB. Rubik's got a yours as well. They're also going to actually catch up. The Ogre here from Hor drops a Sonic Wave, which is enough. Can they continue following up? They've got the vision. Hor's BKB is just able to come back off cooldown here, so it should be okay unless the chain lockdown from In Your Dream's perfect, and it is. Aghanim's just picked up from In Your Dream. They need the sentry jump. Look at him go. This is exactly what I was talking about in the draft. Give him a high caliber position for, and he'll make the plays. He does get punished though. Young PH jumping on forward, getting a couple bashes. But meanwhile, their base, Qian, he just wants to cancel some TPs here. Instead of racks, Jesus, Dreamcell is a man on a mission in this game one.
Even now with the Ag Shard on
oh, nicely done. They knew where it was. Qian just predicting where the Monkey King was. He's going to get brought down throughout the stun duration. Before he even does, PA jumps to the side. Triple buybacks coming through. But the initiation, they can't punish Dire when the buybacks come out, so they can get reset. He's got 26. So far ahead right now.
Well, we've got to smoke. This is a last-ditch effort right now. Immediately gets popped. Dreamcell is still in the blur.
Triple tag on the roll in as well. It doesn't matter. They just get melted. Nice Sonic Wave. Dreamcell actually pays the price to lose the Age of Young PH. Already popped the BKB in the range, so they're going to try and disengage. Unfortunately, with the roll in, skill late. Too far away from the base, so the rest of the team make it out, but they don't have buybacks. And well, the damage was there at the start. One making plays. Here we go. Let's see if they can burst him down. They're going to try, but now with the counter initiation once again from after the rain, Dreamcell's in trouble. He's actually got to blink on forward to find the Monkey King. And now Young PH just doesn't have the control at the moment. With the BKB expiring, they can kite him through the fight. Another rolling once again, but the Sand King, this constant burrow strike onto multi-heroes just makes it so difficult for Yangon to get any right-click damage off as ZEROTWO take game one here. Looking very strong. This momentum starting to continue to build here for ZEROTWO.
It must suck to like play 3 series, sorry.
Down bot, but even Qian now with the TP effect. Got the haste and Zarrain's in trouble. Let's see if the Void Spirit's going to be able to get there in time to maybe turn this Beastmaster. Take it through a little bit of it, but First Blood's going to get picked up, and now Skill Lay is falling incredibly low as well. Hor's going to try and at least get a return kill on top of the Phantom Assassin, even trying to chase down Polo Sun as well. Got the Dissimulate up in a couple of seconds. It is level 4 too, so it's going to be an immense amount of damage, but rotation.
Oh, after rain.
Thinking about it.
Pretty aggressively. Yeah, here we go. In Dream wants to go for the stun follow-up. Will that be enough?
Counter?
Or will they be able to click away? No.
Wow. after, and he's so good on the Pangolier. This man knows the limits, could perfectly roll through. Saw that lucky shot proc as well, so he couldn't deny the tombstone. And now Lon, another lucky shot proc as well. The minus armor helping out even with that orb of corrosion. Finally get the rotation, but After Rain is still enabled to dive there. And it is...
This man to the casino, his luck is on point, but a lot of that is also...
You actually even see the... dig up with the bounty there. So nice when you got a bottle, but they're back in once again. So
making another play. After Rain's a little low here, but he's got his Rolling Thunder.
Might be able to play around with the cliff as well with the bounce back. The issue is that the Void Spirit is still very mobile. They dropped the ward just so they can find the Rubik in the tree line. And now with the extra rotation, just in case Hall tries to commit aggressively here after Rain, forces to simulate. But a nice two-man torrent. Xian has got the boat flying in as well. And now Hall's in trouble. He jukes up to the northern side with the ultimate. There's going to be a TP ready and waiting. Actually wants to go aggressively on top of the Nyx assassin. Looks like he's well and truly sure that he's dead. Just wants to make sure he potentially gets a kill before he falls. And
you have that split push potential, and the BKB piercing stun is nice, but it's the early game that you want to make stuff happen. And if you're going to die, like Dream is attempting to make happen to them, it's going to be a lot harder.
Sets up for Xian. One drop with the tombstone though. They do also have the Rubik coming over, but he's a little bit too far away with reinforcements. They'll deal with the tombstone. Now turn their attention down with Beastmaster. Polosun's also level 6 as well, so pops out the Purge, but even Ricky wants to get involved. So Dire now bringing the numbers, and even still in the boat as well from Skill 8. Doesn't find the connection, but at least they get the run buff now to be able to utilize for this long drawn out engagement. With one more team fight's going to break out here as After Rain now with the Rolling Thunder moves in, bounces back from the Crystal. Young PH dragged back, and he's still got the Tricks of the Trade and the Blink. Skill 8 needs to get in range here. Maybe he can go towards the western side with a swashbuckle from After Rain. Finds a triple haul. So he wants to get a little bit of revenge here. Astral Step gonna have to be used defensively to dip out.
And Art will have the gold for the Necrobook 1 and 5 gold.
Or that yours timing? No, Xian. Fine there. Actually want to counter up. Rolling Thunder's coming through. Does it get stolen?
Shield crash.
Like it doesn't. There's that shield crash paying off here for After Rain. Just utilizing the full ultimate now to be able to burst down the Rubik boat. Not going to connect, but once again they're going to be able to utilize the run buff. After Rain's in trouble because the rest of the team trying to deal with the tombstone, but he still has his swashbuckle to disengage. Have a look at the mobility coming out. Almost escapes. Lon's going to get dragged back, but it looks like Dire still feel pretty content with being able to push on for more, and they've got the vision, so In Your Dream's got to be careful about hiding in the tree line.
Wasn't able to pop the demonic purge without the Pango doing any initial burst damage.
Dire's smoking up, but they're going to be careful. Radiant, they're going to mirror this as well. But Polo's on the front line, gets banishment off, but he's way too far from the rest of the team. After Rain still moving on forward. Roll's going to hold him in place, so not getting the full usage out of this Rolling Thunder from After Rain, but it doesn't matter as Radiant, they bring down the Rubik. Beastmaster's well controlled thanks to the boat. Continue on. Xian also freshly picked up that Orchid, but looks like they just don't have the numbers now. After Rain up on the high ground. But he's still going to continue to get chased as Hall has his number throughout that fight. Lun won't have a stun to cancel that TP there, so the bit of a wonky one.
It's being built up next. But once that's done, I want to see him go probably like a roll-up, and if it does get that late, I want to see a basher come out from him into an Abyssal Blade. Just enables that scalability.
Well, he's got to be careful here. After Rain might reveal the blink. Hasn't been able to find the proper opening just yet. And now Xian, maybe he's pushed up a bit too far. He's going to drop the boat more defensively. Polo has the banishment as well, but they stole the boat. Your Scepter actually cancels out the effect. Now After Rain wants to try and counter initiate, but they're all going to hold him in place instantly. And Xian's in trouble. They use the banishment, but to no success here. Now After Rain, he's going to have to disengage as well, but Horse still continuing to chase him down. Your Dream, nice positioning, gives him some space. YANGON GLACTICOS, they've still got the vision advantage to be able to continue hunting the Pangolier. Maybe he gets a swashbuckle away, but they're able to burst him down. Skill 8 finds a double there for Yangon. The only issue is that Beastmaster, like, who do you want to roll this game? You've got so many options, like the Rolling Thunder from the Pango, and then the magic immunity from the PA, even once Conquer gets it picked up as well.
They're just keeping these lanes pushed in so that it's incredibly obvious whenever they're trying to make any kind of backstep
Want
happen.
them to fight here. You got a ward in the tombstone on the high ground, but they're not grouped up as 5 right now. The Void Spirit's not there, so the Undying just gets melted. But Young PH wants to counter up with perfect timing with a Meteor Hammer. In Your Dream's going to be able to scurry away. Nice stolen impale from Skill Lake holds Xion in place, but the Conk is incredibly tanky. Meanwhile, to northeastern side though, Dreamer Soul and After Rain assassinates the Beastmasters, who won't be able to get involved in the fight, but still Xion getting caught on the high ground. That Tombstone, such a nuisance, and that's why I wanted Yangon to group up like that. They just didn't have the Void Spirit to start, and they weren't all around that choke point. You saw if they were there, that fight could have gone Nieces. So, man, I love when I see... You already highlighted that if Skill Aid doesn't get the Earth Spirit, a lot of time they pick up the Rubik instantly, and it's just into a Nyx. It's one of the best abilities to steal.
They found Dreamer Cell, maybe? I think rotation's coming through.
He's in trouble. He doesn't have the BKB, and In Your Dream needs to kind of run away so he can get the Phantom Strike to disengage with the double silence from Hall. And In Your Dream might be able to get the TP out, and he will be successful, but that's a massive pickoff. It does leave the Undying Solo once again around the high ground. So it looks like finally ZEROTWO will be able to get that ward and the Tombstone. They got to do it faster because Dire are coming. And it's just Polo hitting it. Guys, you got to hit it because Young PH is like, all right, free food. Hello there, Shadow Demon. Bye-bye. And now Xion as well is in trouble. Awkward up there with the After Rain counter initiation. They've even got In Your Dream in the area, but they stole the Rubik's Cube movement on forward. So the quick movement from Yangon punishing them from trying to find that ward on the high ground.
This is what I like. I love them playing around their timing so aggressively, realize use that to TP away.
I love this smoke. They know the Rubik more than likely TP'd back to base.
Yeah. Very good.
Dire, look at the positioning, drop the ward, put the Tombstone on the high ground as well. Instant in the backline, Polo gets melted. That's a perfect target to be able to bring down. And then with the BKB control, Phantom Assassin's already wasted a good duration of the magic immunity, but the drag back Ricky, he's going to end up falling as well. So even though Phantom Assassin gets controlled, they're still able to find the Ricky there. That's a great fight from ZEROTWO.
Yeah, and there's... I think I saw a Lincoln's being attempted by the Void Spirit. Yeah, it was. So he's already got the Ultimate Orb component for it, but maybe he might switch that up to a Lotus.
Next. Try and bring him down to start the fight. They will be successful after Rain. Rolling Thunder just a little bit too late here. Now with the Tombstone dropped, make it very difficult for Radiant to continue chasing them in. So posturing around their higher ground, they've got a nice ward in the area. Polo jumping in forward. Now with the counter initiative from Hall once again on top of the backline, but however, they got the Orchid out. Now he's got to be careful. They're going to counter up as well. Ricky finds Dreamer Cell protected with the tricks of the trade. Dreamer Cell has to pop the BKB going off to the western side. So shuttered him. He's in trouble with drag back. Thanks the X. Dreamer Cell close the distance. They at least find the Void Spirit there. A couple of buybacks coming through. The Undying will rejoin this. So will the Nyx.
They're going for a bit of a wrap around here on Yangon's side, trying to catch the backlines like I was mentioning before, but Xion, he's positioning himself at the front.
They're going to be so careful. Nice jump from Paul. Finds a Shadow Demon, so they don't have the banishment to be able to protect the Conquer, so he has to pop the BKB defensively here just to keep his first life on the initiation. Been able to buy back. They're wrapping through as well. They haven't been able to find any more heroes here from Yangon, so they've got to be careful. The Meteor Hammer as well, controlling up both. Dreamer Cell sucking the Trick's Raids. They're able to get the Blink away, but still the Tombstone, the zombies starting to stack up. You've got to be careful how long this fight starts to break up in the career. Dreamer Cell, oh my god, the RNG's in his favor, but they're back in once again. The buyback Ricky Beastmasters wants to rejoin them, but ZEROTWO need to disengage. You can't go back up the high ground, but Dreamer Cell, he says screw that. He wants to go up and fight them here. Dreamer Cell's got to be careful though. Phantom Strike, where can you jump to? The Tombstone still laying down. They see the DD. Looks like Dire. Time to back up. Man, they need to get this on Dire.
Better options. Yeah.
Maybe do they have a smoke?
No, it's gonna be too late now. Regardless, you've got everyone back up. Here come the big ultimates
again. Counter. Boat flies through. Ricky's gonna be careful because now inside the roof, they're gonna chain link him down. Young PH at the dieback. Now Dreamer Cell off to the side as well. Finds Beastmaster. Both these heroes with no buyback. ZEROTWO taking a credible fight around the Roche Pit. Yangon just give them an opportunity for their abilities to come back off cooldown. A big mistake there is gonna have to force them to give up this second Roshan.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. It just feels like what they did was enable the strategy. We got skill coming in here with the Rubik's Cube. What can the Rubik do with the Rubik's Cube? Trying to shop the... He's playing alone head on a bash!
Roshan, the extra 6-man on the team from ZEROTWO is going to punish him here. Roche is falling low, but the Impale at the perfect timing with the cleave as well. Dreamer Cell finds them both, the Ages along with the Cheese, and now Lon on the high ground. Critted down, man. ZEROTWO, their team fight. Too strong around the Roche Pit, and Hall got to try and back off. Got to be careful because they're still hunting. Maybe Dreamer Cell gets a bash or something, but
like you've had enough time without Philosopher's Stone. I think you know it's time to have something for the team fight. Good initial burst to be able to clear out most of that creep wave. Tower will take out the rest. Although he's trying to put his body up there, just to make sure the last
so
rage
careful.
lives.
Yeah, they can just jump him. He doesn't have too much armor at the moment. At least the Remnant's protecting the Undying. Can he get anything off? He's got a buyback. A nice start here from ZEROTWO, and you see Dream Missile can instantly just pop back defensively. Gauges.
Gone though.
Picked out. Oh, Ricky.
Got his cheese
Gonna try and deal with the support. In and out he goes. See the constant mobility. Zarain as well with the counter up. They're trying to find the Shadow Team, but where's the extra damage coming through right now with the Beast Mother's not there? Hall tries to follow up. The Remnant, can he get the benefit off the nick of time? But meanwhile, Dream Missile's just going to work. 2 down from YANGON GLACTICOS. Where's the Ricky? He's gonna get caught off to the western side here. They find him underneath that Observe Ward, and now without a buyback, YANGON GLACTICOS inside the base as Dream Missile finds a triple. It's all up to Hall. At least he gets the Shadow Demon, but a perfect spike as he runs him to the Remnant. In your dreams, Nyx Assassin. Oh,
and
aggressive.
the offensive GG as well. Oh, Apollo, he was pretty happy with how they were able to turn around that game, and unfortunately for them, the Rapier isn't going to be able to be delivered before the throne pops, but